So Jaxon Smith-Njigba out of Ohio State set to join us, and he's joining us right now. Jaxon, how's it going? How do you like Seattle?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Going good. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, Jaxon, this is Brady Henderson. I cover the Seahawks for ESPN.com. I'm filling in on the show today, and congratulations on getting picked by Seattle. I'm wondering just what that moment was like for you. Where were you? Who were you with? And what was that phone call like when you got the news from Seattle?
Man, it was surreal. I was in the waiting room just waiting on that phone to call with my family, my mom, my dad, and my brother, and, my grandparents and friends. We were just, all chilling, waiting on that call, seeing who was going to pick me up, and, super excited and happy, Seattle did.
Jaxon, I'm sure yesterday you got a lot of texts, a lot of phone calls from loved ones, and also maybe from people that you didn't even know had your phone number. Any names that popped up in your phone yesterday that you were surprised to see? Maybe somebody that is a big-time NFL player, or somebody that you've just kind of bumped into in your years playing football.
Yeah, I still haven't gone through my whole phone, and all the comments and stuff, but looked through it a little bit, and seen a childhood one of my favorite players, Deshaun Jackson, hit me up, and got to talk to Travis Kelce a lot last night, so appreciate him for saying what's up. But yeah, still got to go through it. I appreciate everything. Probably won't get to everybody, but I do appreciate it a lot.
Now, Jaxon, I know Pete, John, and a couple other folks from the team went to your pro day, but did you have any inkling Seattle might take you in the first round?
I didn't know, really. I knew that we had a good interview, and, I really liked the coaches and the meeting that we had at pro day. But I thought maybe it could happen, because I knew, like, me lining up next to, the receivers they already had would be pretty dangerous. So, yeah, I was definitely happy they made the decision to get me.
Hey, Jaxon, let's go back to Ohio State. I think when people think about your college career, the first game that comes to mind is the Rose Bowl a couple years ago. 15 catches, 347 yards, 3 touchdowns.
No big deal.
Those are numbers that you don't really see very often. I'm wondering, from your perspective, what was it like to play in that game and to be in that moment and to have that much success?
It was awesome, being out in Pasadena in that Rose Bowl. Knew I was going to get, a lot of opportunities. Didn't know it was going to be that much, but, it was a beautiful setting. My team, was ready to play. Up and down game, a lot of emotions going into that game. And for that being the last game of the season, we just wanted to end off with a bang, and, we did. And I'm just super excited we got the win.
Jaxon, one thing that some people might know about you, but they're starting to learn about you, is that you come from a very athletic family. Your brother, Kanan, plays for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I want to know, what were those backyard battles like between you and your brother? Having 2 pro athletes in the same family, that's not something you see every day.
Right. So it was a lot of fighting, and super competitive. Mom and Dad had to break it up a few times. But, yeah, definitely wouldn't be here without, that competitive spirit that I'm used to growing up with in the same household. My whole family's competitive, and, it's awesome to see, our dreams unfold like this. We just give thanks and all the glory to God.
Jaxon, I know you said you haven't had a ton of time to check your phone, which I'm sure is loaded with messages from everyone wishing you well. But have you heard from anyone on the team, any other players?
Yeah, I got to meet DK today. Gino said what's up last night, so hopefully I get on the phone with him a little later today after things settle down.
Hey, Jaxon, we heard from Pete Carroll last night that they really like you in the slot, and the word from Pete was that they're going to play you outside some, but that they really like you in the slot. I'm wondering what you think. What about your skill set makes you a really good fit there?
Yeah, I think, having my skill set, is being able to be versatile. But, I'm fine with wherever the coaches want to line me up, I'll just do what I do. And, excited, looking forward to it. This offense, have great offensive minds, and the offensive coordinator, and, the quarterback, of course. So just looking forward to it. I can line up wherever and hopefully create, a lot of mismatches for, whoever's out there on the field.
Jaxon, in the run-up to the draft, we spoke to a lot of people about you and some of your Ohio State teammates, and one thing that kind of came up a lot was how highly your teammates thought of you, guys like Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, to name a few. I mean, what does it mean to you to hear your fellow teammates just kind of say, like, yeah, we're good, but, I mean, Jaxon is that's our guy?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot, The brotherhood is real at Ohio State, and, I always appreciate those words, especially coming from great players like those. But, it's all about proving it. When I come in the building, I just like to, get the respect from my teammates and coaches, just bringing that winning and competitive spirit and, try to just lead guys as best I can. And, I was able to, have my name go in and out the building in Ohio State, and that meant a lot to me. So every day, just trying to show up and, do my part. And I appreciate them just as much as they, or if not more, as they appreciate me.
What do you think you do best as a receiver?
I would say get open, honestly. I mean, man-to-man, beat your man, zone coverage, find your zone. I think I'm a reliable target. So hopefully I can, push that forward in the next level.
Jaxon, it sounds like there was some uncertainty, at least on the Seahawks' part, as to whether or not you would run the 40 at Ohio State's Pro Day. What made you decide to do that?
I wanted to do it. I was healthy enough to do it, so why not? I have nothing to hide. I am who I am. Felt like I could run a little better, but, it is what it is. Only ran one, and, that's all I needed. I don't think the 40 is that big of a deal as everybody makes it. I definitely didn't care. I'm comfortable and confident in my skill set, and so I decided to run, and it was what it was.
Jaxon, we talked earlier about your brother being a pro athlete. Also, what are some of the most important things you've learned from him in handling being a pro athlete? Because I feel like that's got to be a nice ace in your pocket to have somebody who's kind of walked the walk already.
Right, 100%. Especially him being in a different sport like baseball, and just trying to get, all the pointers from him. And, they play every day. It's a hard sport. And, the things he, says to me is just being present, the good ones, come in the building every day and have a goal. And just, willing to work every single day, because they play every single day. So just keeping that mentality and that hunger and that chip on your shoulder every single day, trying to prove something.
All right, Jaxon, we've talked enough football, I think, for one interview. I want to ask you about just sort of what you like to do in your free time. What are your hobbies outside of football?
Yeah, I mean, I love watching my brother play. Anytime I get the chance to watch him play or go to one of his games, I'm there. I love sports. I'm a sports fanatic. I like being around family, around good people, family, friends, going out to eat, trying new foods, traveling. Regular stuff.
What's your one non-NFL professional team that you really root for?
The Lakers right now. Big Laker fan, big LeBron James fan. So hopefully they keep going in the playoffs.
There we go.
Are you recruiting Bronny James to Ohio State? Is that something you've tried to do?
I'm trying to. I'm trying to get that basketball team right out there.
Well,
they need me on the staff, but it's all good.
Best of luck with that one, Jaxon. We appreciate you joining us. We really do. We know you have a very, very busy day. We're going to let you go, but thanks again and congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Again, that was new Seahawks wide receiver, number 20th overall in the first round, Jaxon Smith-Njigba, kind enough to join us on the Emerald Queen Casino Sportsbook Hotline.